Lydia Delgado stared out at the sea of teenage cheerleaders on the gym floor and said a silent prayer of thanks that her daughter was not one of them. Not that she had a thing against cheerleaders. She was 41 years old. Her days of hating cheerleaders were well over. Now she just hated their mothers. Lydia Delgado! Mindy Parker always greeted everyone by their first and last names with a triumphant lilt at the end. See how smart I am for knowing everyone's full name. Mindy Parker, Lydia said, her tone several octaves lower. She couldn't help it. She'd always been contrary. First game of the season! I think our girls really have a chance this year. Absolutely, Lydia agreed, though everyone knew it was going to be a massacre. Anyway, Mindy straightened out her left leg, raised her arms over her head, and stretched toward her toes. I need to get Dee's signed permission slip. Lydia caught herself before she asked, "What permission slip?" "I'll have it for you tomorrow." Fantastic! Mindy hissed out an overly generous stream of air as she came out of the stretch. With her pursed lips and pronounced underbite, she reminded Lydia of a frustrated French bulldog. You know, we never want Dee to feel left out. We're so proud of our scholarship students. Thank you, Mindy. Lydia plastered on a smile. It's sad that she had to be smart to get into Westerly instead of just having a lot of money. Mindy plastered on her own smile. Okay, well, cool beans. I'll look for that permission slip in the morning. She squeezed Lydia's shoulder as she bounced up the bleachers toward the other mothers, or capital M mothers, as Lydia thought of them, because she was trying really hard not to use the word motherfucker anymore. Lydia scanned the basketball court for her daughter. She had a moment of panic that nearly stopped her heart, but then she spotted Dee standing in the corner. She was talking to Bella Wilson, her best friend, as they bounced a basketball back and forth between them. Was this young woman really her daughter? 2 seconds ago, Lydia had been changing her diapers, and then she had turned her head for just a moment, and when she looked back, Dee was 17 years old. She would be heading off to college in less than 10 months. To Lydia's horror, she'd already started packing. The suitcase in Dee's closet was so full that the zipper wouldn't close all the way. Lydia blinked away tears because it wasn't normal for a grown woman to cry over a suitcase. Instead, she thought about the permission slip that Dee had not given her. The team was probably going to a special dinner that Dee was afraid Lydia couldn't afford. Her daughter did not understand that they were not poor. Yes, they had struggled early on as Lydia tried to get her dog grooming business off the ground, but they were solidly middle class now, which was more than most people could say. They just weren't Westerly wealthy. Most Westerly Academy parents could easily afford the $30,000 a year to send their kid to private school. They could ski at Tahoe over Christmas or charter private planes down to the Caribbean. But even though Lydia could never provide the same for Dee, she could pay for her daughter to go to Chops and order a fucking steak. She would, of course, find a less hostile way to convey this to her child. Lydia reached into her purse and pulled out a bag of potato chips. The salt and grease provided an instant rush of comfort, like letting a couple of Xanax melt under your tongue. She had told herself when she put on her sweatpants this morning that she was going to the gym, and she had gone near the gym, but only because there was a Starbucks in the parking lot. Thanksgiving was around the corner. The weather was freezing cold. Lydia had taken a rare day off from work. She deserved to start it with a pumpkin caramel spiced latte, and she needed the caffeine. There was so much crap she had to cram in before Dee's game. Grocery store, pet food store, Target, pharmacy, bank, back home to drop everything off, back out by noon to